everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 59 of Direwolf20's OmniFactory Let's Play series where, holy cow, am I making lots of annealed copper. Yeah. So between episodes, I did a little bit, not too much. I expanded my capacitor up here because I'm getting into IV power, so I want to have as much good stuff as possible. Oh, you're on that mode. Yeah, don't be on that mode. That's a bad mode. That's a bad mode to be in. Yeah, don't do that. Hey, cool. We have now 400 million RF capacity with 400,000 in and out ability. I also upgraded this to IV tiered CEU. So I made 16 Lapatronic crystals, which I was surprisingly able to make pretty easily. It took a while, not that long, but a little while. And wow, is that a lot of... That's a lot of EU. That's a lot. I also expanded down here. We've now got 4, count them, 4, haha, diesel engines. So, you know, in preparation for my IV tier of power and manipulation and all the stuff, and we're going to go to LUV pretty soon as well, I wanted to make sure we were in a good place, right? So we're generating huge amounts of power. We're storing even larger amounts of power in this ridiculously sized capacitor at this point. It's pretty awesome. I'm very pleased with it. I also prepared an IV CEF because some of the next quests that we're going to have to look at are going to be in the IV tier. So LUV machine holes are also not too far away, so we're going to want to keep an eye on that. So, with that said, I also programmed some recipes. Did I show you guys I added witches to my this thingy? So I'm making pristine witch matter, because guess what pristine witch matter gets me? Glowstone! Remember I kept running low on glowstone? I was like, I gotta go mine glowstone again. Well, I decided to automate it a little bit. How cool is that? So, lots of witch stuff going on. We've still got the blazes in there. I might add a couple other more mobs because I can, but we'll find out. I also added some IV crafting to the machine tier, as you can see here. So now we can make IV-based machines, and hopefully we're almost done. But holy cow, is annealed copper taking a while. You, sir, have a lot of work. Wow, look at all that IV copper. I should probably upgrade the speed of this thing. Because he's the guy who has oxygen in him, right? So if I really wanted to, I should consider upgrading this guy's stuff. Where's my IV CEF? Could I have 2 of those, you think? Could I have 2 IV CEFs? And 4 more Lapatronics? No crafting CPUs available. So not at this moment. I can't. But soon, hopefully. Surprised I'm already, like, wow. That is some shenanigans. I did kick off a lot of crafts, though, to be fair. I totally kicked off. Hey, come on. Finish whatever you're auto-crafting for me so I can get back to the things that I want to do. I did kick off a lot of crafts right before I hit record here because I wanted to make all the stuff required for some of the next 2 machines. Come on. Finish up with your work there, crafting CPUs. Got it. Got it. Assembler Mark IV and Singularity Compressor, both IV tiers, are some of the next quests that we need to do to break into the late game quests. So we can see here's your IV compressor and here's your IV assembler. So I need those 2. Also, while mining in the moon, I got some draconium dust. Cool. Yeah, I found it on the moon. There was like, I think I got like 1 little vein of it. So not even a vein, like a single ore block. I think, how much draconium do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we've got 8 draconium dust. Found it on the moon. Today I learned. Cool. So yeah, lots of stuff there. So annealed copper, clearly we're going to need large amounts of that stuff. Really large amounts of that stuff. Because the IV-tealed motors, I think, need, yeah, 4 16x annealed copper wires. That's a lot of annealed copper. That's a real lot of annealed copper. There's also this assembler recipe, but I'm suspecting that 4,608 millibuckets is probably the exact same amount of annealed copper. And this is our annealed copper crafter. So I want to upgrade him to IV tier, because even though he's quick, he could be quicker, right? So if we got some IV CEFs with some Lapatrons in there, right, which I guess are still in progress, which is fine, shouldn't be too big a deal. Yeah, look at all the auto crafting that's happening, like, just as a result of me having crafted things. It's kind of awesome. And I want 2 more IV machine holes, because I know I'm going to need those. To get the input buses for fluid input hatch, energy input hatch, this. So we're going to need some tungsten cable. Do we have that on autocraft already? Oh, good, we do. Nice. Get to work on some of that. And then we're going to want some 4x lumium for that. Let's get 4 of them. Does that sound fair? Notice that I have lumium ingots. I'm keeping them in stock. I did keep in stock on lumium. I also did keep in stock on annealed copper, but clearly the half a stack that I decided to keep in stock was not nearly enough, which is a good time, right? So we should look at upgrading this guy. LV machine hull. There we go. LV energy input hatch 1. IV machine hull. Where's the other one? He's still making tungsten steel plates. So he's crafting tungsten steel, which should be... I thought that was in here. Oh, that's right. He has to be cooled, doesn't he? Yeah, so we make those really fast, but we don't cool them that fast. I wonder if I could bump this guy up, because what's his input bus? He's an HV? I could totally bump that up to IV. See, as I go through this stuff, I'm just kind of like, I want faster. Faster and faster crafts, right? IV machine hull number 2. Is my lumium ready? Or my lapitrons, actually? They shouldn't be too far off. Didn't I request some of them? I did. They're working on it. Lumium. The 4x of those. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, we should be able to upgrade this dude. Right now-ish, I would say. The only thing I like to do is I do like to, like right down here, I've got end steel conduits, which isn't bad, but you'll notice that I went ahead and tacked some P2P tunnels directly onto this guy. Unlinked, huh? I wonder if it's becoming a problem that I've got like literally 100 P2P tunnels, because they should actually be linked. He should be linked. Whoop. Device online, output side, yay. See? So that's what I want to do over here if I'm going to upgrade these guys to IV, right? So I should have a couple P2Ps and some conduiting that I can borrow for that method. So let's remove you. 2, 3, 1. Because I did this kind of off camera before, so I figured let's do it on camera. I mean, it was a little bit on camera, but also a little bit off camera. So let's put all the HV stuff away so that we don't accidentally use any. And now we've got all IV in our inventory, right? And the machine hulls can go back away because I was saving those for later-ish, right? So energy input hatches go here and here, which will reform that machine. CEFs will go here with a wrench and here with a wrench. Are my lapitronics ready? They're actually super close to being ready. The last one's being crafted as we speak. Come on, lapitronic, let's go. He's not a long craft, so I knew I could watch. I usually go 2 and 2 for this because there's a lot of energy that gets stored in there. But see how like little it's getting right now? It's not able to really keep up with that tier, right? So by slapping some of these dudes on here, right? I should be able to tap into where you're at somewhere, right, buddy? That should be fine. That works. And then load this up from the memory card. Boom and boom. And now look how fast these guys are filling, right? Both of them are filling at the same time. And both of these are filling. So way faster, obviously, because we're getting energy directly. I don't know if there's a limit on what P2P channels can transfer. I have no idea. Cool. Now, just to be clear, if I wanted some annealed copper now, right? Say I wanted 32 of them. Watch how fast this processing goes. It can't even keep up. It can't even keep up with the demand. That is awesome. You, sir, are going to need to export bus fluids a little bit faster, aren't you? Can we have an acceleration card, please? Cool. Wow. Wow. That is awesome. He may need a larger thing. Maybe I should make this an HV fluid hatch. Why don't we do that? Does HV sound like a good one? Yeah, HV machine hull. That shouldn't be too bad. Fluid input hatch. Boom, because now he can store a lot more before he runs out, right? Yeah. I forget how much, but it's going to be way more than the LV, right? 64 maybe, based on the progress of this bar. Yep, good guess there. Nice, right? Isn't that cool? Way cool, way super cool. So way faster creation of annealed copper, which we're super going to need because clearly those motors are really expensive on the annealed copper line. Cool. So with that said, I should now be able to make, we've taught all that stuff how to work, right? So you need what? Platinum cable? Did I teach you platinum? You know how to make platinum wire, but you need to know how to make platinum cable. So let's get that craft going. Because clearly that's going to be another thing that's going to happen soon, right? So we can remove, oops. Remove this dude and put him into the cable crafter. Cool. Great. And that shouldn't be too bad. We're okay on platinum, but we're going to have to figure out where to get platinum from if we're going to be making any significant amount of these things. Because we found platinum, singularity compressor, and IV. What did you need here? Oh, another, oh, this is a tier 6. Didn't I teach you how to make those? I did. Cool. I don't think I'm keeping the tier 6s in stock, though, and I really probably should. I really probably should be keeping the tier 6s in stock. Right? Quest complete. Compressor. Nice. Nice. We should be keeping the tier 6s in stock. I think I just quick crafted one between episodes to knock out the quest. Is that what I did? I think so. So there's that dude for the IV compressor. So I should be able to pop him down here while we're waiting for our tier 6 guy to craft. So there's your singularity compressor, right? For this, we're going to need some lumium cables. So let's get a few more of those lumiums. Does 10 sound like a good number? I mean, it's doable. Okay. So the nanoprocessor is scheduled. I assume that means something else is being crafted in here. Good. And it's actually moving. I've been trying to keep an eye on this to make sure that he doesn't get stuck in any way. I totally set these dudes to blocking mode, right? Which might help prevent this thing from getting stuck. Because basically what will happen is that blocking mode detects if the machine is working. And if it's not a machine, I think it detects if there's anything in the inventory. So hopefully it'll say like, oh yeah, you got stuff in your inventory. So I better not, you know, put anything in there because that'll be a problem, right? And so far it hasn't jammed. I've been trying to keep an eye on this assembly machine thing to make sure it doesn't jam because that would be bad times. So with you being done, I suspect with the speed that was taking, that was probably the tier 6 craft. Yeah, it was. Nice. And hey, while you're at it, could you make 2 of those? That would be great. I'm going to do a keep in stock with 2 of those, but I need 2 to keep them in stock. Hey, quest complete, IV assembler, look at that. Booyah. Hey, that's not where I wanted you to go. 4x lumium cable, thanks, Chief. Hooray! IV assemblers, cool. So those are 2 quests complete to knock that out, right? And that's cool. Oh my, look at this giant thing that just unlocked quest-wise. Signalum heavy plating leads to our tier 4 microminer. So signalum plate and signalum heavy plating, right? Cool. So, looks like we're going to want to automate some stuff down there. Who's surprised? No one. So signalum heavy plating is out 8,000 EU per tick. That is some serious business right there. Holy cow. We are totally in the IV stage of machines. That is awesome, though. I get excited when I get to IV stages. We're getting into the end game, guys. Like it's happening. It's a thing. Right? So we've got interfaces, right? So let's pop down here. So there's your assembler, there's your singularity compressor. So let's make sure to get our screwdriver so that we can do inputs on the output side. That guy in there. Boop, boop. Right? Let's get conduits running along here like I usually do. See, I kind of like that I've got a bit of a pattern to the way I do things. It's actually working out quite well. So what did I need to get to quest complete this? Signalum heavy plating now. That shouldn't be too bad of a thing. Look at all that crafting that's happening. He might be stuck on Lumium, by the way, because I suspect something's wrong with Lumium with primal crafting. Am I correct to assume that you're... Oh, no, you're fine. No, you're just needs more energy. What? I guess it does, probably, huh? I never hooked up... So speaking of, I always like to hook up the P2Ps here. I failed to do that this time. So let's get this hooked up properly. Boop. And this is why we do the P2P thing, right? We run out of energy real easy. Hey, cool, you can connect right there? That works for me. That saves me some wiring. So are you happy camper now? Yeah, you are. What's up? How's it going? That's pretty cool. All right, that'll do, right? That'll keep this machine happy. And keeping this machine happy works for me. It's not perfect. It could be faster, but theoretically what we'll see is the batteries will fill up and then it'll be fast again once they're full. It's throttling itself because it's low on power, presumably, maybe? Cool. And then while we're at it, the Signalum stuff, we're waiting on that Signalum craft for what we want to do next. So let's hurry that along just a little bit. Cool. And then you can go back in there. Nice. All right, so you're doing your thing. You're making your Signalum, which should be quick. There you go. Now make the plate. There you go. And now you're Signalum compressoring. Cool. All right, not too shabby. I like that. Singularity compressors. Good times. And he's doing just fine on power. Nice. All right, so Signalum heavy plating is complete. So the deal is... From what I remember from looking at this very briefly, because I didn't do too much looking into Tier 4 Microminer, but that leads to Iridium. Ha ha! I knew it! I knew it! All right, cool. So the Tier 4 Microminer is this dude, right? And he's going to go with Quantum Flux, a composition sensor, and that's going to get dense oil sand? No, we don't want that. This is your gems, right? We don't need that. Iridium and osmium. That's what we need. We don't have access to Iridium and osmium yet, and this is going to get us broken into some of the later game stuff, right? So for that, Wither Realm data, huh? Quantum Flux. All right, Petroleum Dust, a stack of it. But no rocket fuel, so that's cool. And we also need a medium microverse projector, right? So note that this is going to be larger than your tiny microverse projector, right? That we have over there, right? So we're going to need to upgrade this guy to a higher tier. Which probably needs way more power, right? Let's validate that. 15,000 RF a tick? That's nothing. That's chump change. Chump change. That's nothing. That's a comically small amount of RF. But Wither Realm data, where does this come from? Impossible realm data with extraterrestrial matter, or fabricated from pristine wither matter, which we might want to look into doing. Is this guy going to be basic mode? Sweet. So all I need to... that's cool. I should get to work on this, like, right this instant. Like, I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and get to this, right? Because I know how to auto-craft blank this thing, right? So that should not be a problem. Oh, cool. You're finishing up your Lumium. Good times. And that guy, that guy, that guy, right? And then we should be able to get our Wither data model. No problem. Boom. Look at that. Boom. That's what's up. All right. Hey, Witch, you're done. Sorry. Didn't mean to crash your party there, buddy, but you are 100% done. Let's just burn this all right into... I don't ever see the need to make sugar or redstone with witch matter, so I'll always go with glowstone, right? But yeah, let's absolutely get this Wither data model up to the point where he's like super awesome tier, right? And that'll get us Wither realm data, and that's straight up done, right? Like, I could do the impossible realm data and craft it the way up, but I don't see the need to do that. Oh, Enderman matter makes that one. Okay, cool. But no, having this, 100% the way to go, right? So we'll knock Wither realm data off our list of to-dos, but we definitely still have to upgrade that. So I would like to... Let me look at the quests just to validate that this is the path I want to take next, is the Tier 4 Microminer. There's obviously some other things that need to be done over here. No idea what any of this stuff is leading to, but we'll get there. And Vanadium Gallium is going to lead to LUV machine holes, which is the next tier after IV, which will probably be ridiculous. But Tier 4 Microminer will get me access to Iridium and Osmium, which I think will be good for us. So let's get to work. Now, this is the only source of iridium and osmium, right, that I'm aware of. So we may want to auto-craft this thing, right? And that would also lead to the old needing to do the packaging mod, right? Yeah, packaged auto. So the packager, the recipe encoder, the unpackager, the packager extension. If you watched my Enigmatica 2 series, you know what this mod's about. If you didn't, long story short, Applied Energistics has no way to handle recipes that have more than 9 inputs. So anything that's the elite crafting, which can have, this many inputs, right? Or higher tiers of this, of course. So yeah, this is definitely the tier 3 elite table, right? So like there's more than that in here, right? So we need to use the packaged auto mod so that it can craft things with that many recipes, with that many ingredients. Okay, so just as an FYI, that's what this mod's about. And if you didn't see it in Enigmatica 2 series, then you'll see it in this series, because I suspect we're going to have lots of elite crafting needs at some point in the future. The good news is that making multiple elite crafting tables is super easy. Isn't that great? Once you've made one, you don't have to make more. How cool is that? So there is one thing I'm observing in the recipe for this tier 4 microminer that I don't think I have the ability to craft just yet, and that's this quantum ion thing. So we can either get those from a large microverse projector, which clearly that's not tier 8. So tier 8, the Leviathan Slayer, hunts inconceivable monstrosities from beyond the end and returns with bizarre trinkets, like a quantum star and a quantum eye and a gravis star, the ultimate nether star. Okie dokie then. Looking forward to seeing what's involved in that endgamey type stuff. Anyway, that's not where we're going to get that from. What we actually get it from, this guy. So we can either get it from that or a chemical bath with an Eye of Ender and half a bucket of Radon, which I know I don't really have access to right now, because that requires, I think, either an electrolyzer of radium salt or a fusion reactor of gold and mercury. Now, the good news is radium salt comes from a tier 2 microminer. Remember last episode we tried to get the tier 2 microminer working and it didn't work? Well, on a whim, after finishing that episode, I closed out of Minecraft and relaunched it and put them in, and boom, it worked right away. So I don't know why it wasn't working, but it worked. So we do have 2 radium salt stacks, which is cool. So maybe we should electrolyze this stuff, right? So do we have an advanced electrolyzer? We do. Cool. Let's get this bauxite dust out of here. And usually what I've done, I can just remove you, right? Let's put just one of you in here so I can get a bucket. Okay. Wow, look how long that takes at EV tier, because that's extreme voltage, right? That's 1 tier below what we currently are at. But there's my radon bucket. So I'm going to want to get a 1K fluid cell, which shouldn't be too bad, I hope. Should be a relatively quick craft. Hey, look, quest complete radon. Woohoo! I should probably get like 20 more of these. Can I do that real quick? Thanks, buddy. Because I have things I want to do. 1K fluid cell, cell workbench, put the radon in there. Okay, so that you can do the next fluid cell tier. Neat. Cool, 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 right? So that when I do this, you have somewhere to go, right? And that was into here. Perfect. So you're going to export bus radium salt, and then you're going to do that. Because the only thing radium salt is for is getting radon. That's it. That's the only function that it has. So there's no reason to save any, right? Every bit of radium salt that I get should go straight into the electrolyzer. And if I wind up needing more radon than this, not a big deal, right? Easy peasy. Cool. All right. And that's going to be used for qubit processing units, apparently. Cool. What's a qubit processing unit? Qubit CPUs. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, look at that. Nano CPU wafer with quantumizing gallium arsenide. Sweet. But isn't that the one that I've already got Lampetronic? Oh, that's the LUV Lampetronic. It looks just like the other one. So I was like, wait, what's that thing? But no, that's the next tier. Okay, cool. Quantum circuits. This is a 4th and final tier 4 circuit. So that's going to get me access to better circuits. Neat. Okay. Just checking into what's in my future. Just want to know what's going to happen at some point down the line. So that's going to give me access now to quantumize, right? So to get a quantumai, right, it is just half a bucket of radon in a chemical bath. Did I ever make one of those? Did I make a chemical bath? I know it was a quest, but I don't know if I actually made it. Hey, Signalum upgrade kits, didn't I make those? I thought I made those. Oh, we totally did. Just give me one so I can real quick quest complete that, would you? Chemical bath, chemical bath. Wasn't that a quest at some point? It might be a quest I didn't do yet. I could have sworn chemical bath was a quest. If it is, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's see what radon's used for. I got a question for you. What's radon used for outside of this? So it's a chemical bath recipe to make some cool stuff. It can also make solidified radon or duranium. That's cool. Or naquadria. Neat. Or qubit CPU wafers. So radium's kind of used for a few things here, isn't it? It definitely is. And it's eventually going to be used for the supercharged laser array. So there's actually quite a few things it's used for. Chemical reactor, fusion reactor, fluid solidifier. Is this solidified radon actually used for something that's in my near future? Not until mode of omnium. So realistically, the only thing I'm going to be using it for anytime soon is the chemical bath. And maybe eventually the fusion reactor, but not too soon probably, because I don't know how far away I am from fusion reactors. And potentially the chemical reactor to get that qubit CPU, right? Which sounds like it might not be too far into my future. So that's a thing. So let's do this. Do I want to export fluid bus into a chemical bath for radon? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, let's think that's probably what I'm going to do. You know what? To be fair, nano CPU wafer with gallium arsenide and quantumai equals a qubit, along with just using straight up radon, right? In a chemical reactor. So that's a thing. So maybe the chemical bath export bus should be fine. So just to be clear, also, what tier of power do I need for that chemical bath? 384 EU, so at least HV current. So maybe I'll do... Let me find a good spot for this random craft that we need to do. This is a EV tier line, right? I can throw you in here, right? That shouldn't be a problem. Hey, good, uranium dust is done. Though this thing is usually pretty busy. Do you have crystals in you? You don't. I should have done that. You shouldn't have a problem having this in here, EV stuff. Good. You all fill up so that you can do multiple things at once. That would be smart. So yeah, let's get some N steel cable, 4X N steel cable. Give me a few of those. And let's get a EV chemical bath. Reactor, bath, advanced chemical bath, EV. That's what we want. So I need 2 conveyors and a pump. Okay, be right back. I'm noticing that the amount of wires that we have to craft is drastically increasing. So I think between episodes, I might consider... Let's see, we've got the lathe, that's usually slow. The wire mill's slow. The furnace we haven't used in forever. Do you even have a recipe in you anymore? Really, you don't. So I don't even need that anymore. And this mixer, don't we have a better mixer going on? We did make a better mixer. Do I have any mixer recipes left in here? Just these 2. Can I move you over here? Because didn't I get an EV mixer? I totally did. Yeah, I should upgrade this line. So you're really no longer used, and you're really no longer used. And that means you're no longer used. Nor are you. So really, it's just the 2 wire mills and the lathe. I could totally upgrade this line to extreme voltage, couldn't I? Yeah, to-do list. Is my chemical reactor ready? Let's see. I should be able to pull that off. Are you still making the EV hole? You shouldn't still be making an EV hole. You should be done with that by now. No, 2 glass. That's what I'm missing. Ha! That should be a quick one, right? Because we've got that Uber furnace up there, which I love, by the way. Smelting a stack of things at once. Super cool. Okay. And then my 4XN steel cable for EV tier voltage. Boop. Right? And then what we're going to want is the screwdriver. Boop. We're going to want the interface, boop, which we can connect right there. That's fine. And then you will output, and then we're going to want an export bus of fluids. I mean, realistically, I don't need to go get this. So that should be a quick craft. Nice. Actually, for this one, I do. Bucket of radon, please. Thanks, Chief. Right? And then we can say that quantum eyes come from eyes. Cool. And that goes right in there. So now if I say, hey, I want a quantum eye, that shouldn't be a problem. Boom. Chemical bath. Cooking. I like it. Okay. And now we've got our quantum eye. Beautiful. Quest complete. Nice. All right, so here's the deal. Oh, and my Signalum kit? Ding. Thanks, buddy. Sweet. So you guys are all good to go, right? So give me all your rewards. Thanks. Some nickels and some pennies. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Between episodes, because it's wrapping up point, I'm going to prepare for the packaged auto mod and prepare all the prerequisite crafts for this thing. And let's see, micro miner. What's a tier 5 looking like? Is that going to also get me something cool? Because I'm pretty sure the only way to get what I'm getting here is going to be through the tier 4. And the tier 5 might also... Wow, look at all this stuff. Marble, uranium ore. Neat. Palladium, tentonite, bastitite, sphalerite, mons. Neat. Ender pearl blocks, osmium, boron dust. These things are a little bit more on the rare side. Or we can get Naquita dust. Ooh. But we're going to need stabilized plutonium. Or stabilized uranium. Both of those sound crazy. Uranium 238, huh? Okay. Or 235. Or 233. Can't wait. All kinds of crazy shenanigans in our future, guys. All kinds of crazy shenanigans in our future. But for now, wrapping up point. How about that? So we'll come back next time. I'll do a few things between episodes. Like I said, maybe upgrade this guy to extreme voltage tier just so we have faster wire mills and that kind of cool stuff. Wow, you're really zapping my power a little bit. Something's zapping my power somewhere, but it's probably a buffer somewhere being filled up. I'm not too worried about it. We are doing really good on power. Let's just validate that our cetane boosted fuel, we're staying right around 5,000 buckets, which means we're producing roughly amounts equal to what we're using, which is good. And lubricant we're good on, right? Yep. And oxygen we're good on, right? Oxygen? Yep. So we're cool. We have plenty of power production. All right, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Coming back next time. Packaged auto crafting of tier 5 microminer, microverse projector thingy for the medium level, and hopefully close to getting iridium and osmium. All right, guys, take it easy.